I'm 59. I have 4 children, 10 grandchildren. If someone told me 2 years ago that I'd be doing this, I'd think you're crazy. I wouldn't go into weightlifting. Now, I can't get enough of it. It's like an addiction, because I had never any intentions of going into a competition, ever. And between my daughter, her friend who was competing, Josh, they kind of talked me into it and said, try it. You might really like it. And I did. And he was shocked when I registered. He says, you really did? I went, yep, let's go for it. We had to be there for 5 o'clock, or 5-ish, for weigh-ins and measurements for all the lifts. All I remember is the girl saying, are you stripping? I went, no. I'm just wearing what I have on. She goes, okay. Apparently people will strip down to their underwear and do their weight because they don't want to be in the next weight class. They want to keep low. Just over 2 years ago, I had a surgery, a gastric sleeve done, and lost 75 pounds. So I decided I thought I better do some exercise. And the first person they recommended was Josh.
I remember when she first came to see me, we actually sat down and had a conversation about her goals. And it was just, I want to feel better, I want to look better, I want to move. And that's all. It was nice, simple, feel good, look good. And that's pretty standard for a lot of people. What we didn't know is that we'd be here. So 2.5 years ago, breakfast was 17 pills and a shot of insulin. Right? Getting in and out of a chair was a task, and my job as a trainer is to watch her, make sure she moves effectively, can sit, bend, stand, squat, and everything can be functional, we'll say. Nothing was functional, like at all. Tying her shoes, I was like, oh, don't do that, just stop, please.
So he started working with me, just everyday exercises, and he had me lifting some weights one day, and I kind of liked it. It just I kind of felt strong, and he turned around and he says, well, do you really like this? And I went, I really do a lot. Weights got heavier and heavier, and the more heavier they got, the more I liked it. It was honestly the start of my new life.
Powerlifting as a sport is a squat, bench press, and a deadlift, which means it's a barbell with weights and you pick it up. And when you're in a powerlifting competition, you want 3 white lights. That's ideal. 2 white lights is an okay lift, 3 is perfect. And everybody gets 3 attempts.
I really didn't feel nervous, but I think I was, because I didn't make my 2 squats.
The first attempt for the squat was very dramatic. A lot of dramatic tension that day because we went in, we had attempt 1, 2, and 3. The first one, we had 2 reds and a white. So what happened, there wasn't enough depth.
I was really, really upset with myself. I did the first squat and I didn't get low enough.
It's a mental sport, first off. It really takes a lot of mental game, mental capacity to be able to approach that bar. You gotta be in the mind frame for it. Watching that and seeing it happen was very emotional.
So I went, okay, you gotta get this right. So when I went to my second one, I managed to get my right side down.
So I thought we have to get higher weights, we have to get the record, right? That's what we're here for today. This is all the marbles. So we got in there, and the second attempt, I bumped the weight up to 200 pounds or so, and we got 3 reds on the next light.
So after that, I was just livid with myself, and I went outside, and I went out in the cold air and started talking to myself, and what's going on with you? You don't seem like you're not nervous. I've lost both my parents, and I looked up in the sky and went, Mom, Dad, please help me get this. I have to do this for me. I came in and was standing there waiting on deck, as they called it, and was waiting for them to call me out on the platform.
And I'm nervous. I'm more nervous than she was at this point, right? World record weight, just go out and do it.
So I went out and I decided that I was going to make my stance just a little bit wider than I normally do. I had nothing to lose.
And she nailed it. Nailed it.
And I remember turning around and looking at Josh, and he went, yeah!
I was like, don't cry, this is really cool, don't do it.
I was so happy with myself, I did it, and I kind of look up, thanks Mom, thanks Dad.
And she had to pee in a cup, it was awesome. When they tell you you gotta pee in a cup, goals, like that's what you want. Because you know you're strong, right? You know you've achieved something.
My next goal is I'm going to do another competition, but I want to do it here in Calgary. and I want to break all the world records in my division, including my own.
Why am I so proud of her? I mean, she's come so far. It's not easy coming in and making the changes she's made, right? Not everybody can do it.
And I think I can. Matter of fact, no, I don't think. I know I can.
Good job, Lynne. That was awesome.